Supposedly, Arsenio Hall saved the movie Coming to America.
Coming to America was not going to be finished.
Good morning, my neighbors! Yes! Yes! You too!
The problem is Landis quit. If Landis hadn't have come back, the legendary film Coming to America would not have been what it is.
Eddie Murphy and John Landis, they get into physical altercation as they're filming. You are called to get Eddie Murphy back on board, and you go to his house in New Jersey and you get him. And he did not drink at the time. He did not do at the time.
That sounds like I became the guy my dad was afraid I'd become.
Arsenio Hall says Eddie Murphy and John Landis clashed so badly, the movie was suddenly in danger.
I had a day off from shooting it, and I'm at the Waldorf Astoria. One young lady who I was dating in LA, she flew in, and I met another young lady on the set. It was on, dog. It was on. I had on my Hefner robe. The phone rang. It was a man named Ned Tannen. The last thing you want when you're about to have is a phone call from a man named Ned. He says, go find your friend. I think Eddie hurt John Landis. And I'm like, what do you mean? Hurt his feelings? What'd he say to him? No, I think there was some physical. So I called Eddie's cousin, Ray. I said, yo, what happened today? And he said, director was talking I had to pay. I'm like, I'm coming. I'm coming. Like I'm Superman or something. And I went to Inglewood, New Jersey with a baggie of and I walked in, and he told me what happened. John Landis said something to him in front of these people. One of those things where if they were private, it might have gone down different, but you front me off in front of all these people. My solution to the problem was, it's crazy, man. And he says, I don't smoke. With me to death. And I said, let me make you a drink. He said, I don't drink. You know I don't drink. Who are you? I poured some orange juice and some vodka in a glass. We start talking and laughing, and we got away from the movie. Eventually, Eddie said, is that nasty? And I'm like, no, it's not nasty. It tastes like orange juice a day after it expires. He has his first drink. I'm the devil. Eventually, I get him to hit it. And before you know it, this is when I knew that we were going to have peace. He said, I love that dog. Come here, Val. Eddie lays on the ground with Val, and they start talking. And I'm like, Cannibal, the hero to conflict. By the end of that evening, he was like, yo, man, we got to get this movie back on track. Ned called and said, you're a hero. I don't know what you did, but you're a hero. Somehow he realized that there was a bigger mission, and he had to put the anger aside and make it happen.
Yeah. I mean, I know him and the director was not getting Eddie Murphy and the director were not getting along.
Yeah, he mentioned it in his
Landon?
book. Yeah, he said he had to go talk to him.
Yeah. Michael Landon.
Yep.
That's who did the Thriller video.
Yeah, because I was about to confuse him with old boy from Highway to Heaven.
And didn't he do Trading Places too?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He did another. Did he do Beverly Hills? I can't remember. I don't know if he did Beverly Hills, but yeah, I know he did a couple of the early Eddie movies.
I mean, Arsenio Hall has turned into like Where's Waldo now? Like of like 80s stuff.
Some people just have those stories. So think about it. We didn't know Charlie Murphy had those stories.
We didn't.
Yeah.
Some people had just had those stories, but he didn't. It's not that he didn't need to tell them. This is your life. This is your job. This is your career. These are the people that you're meeting. Yeah. And then now you can sit back and think, I remember that time.
He was sitting back on the couch with him every night. You know, people coming through for the show.
Exactly. So now you're just sitting there and you're just like, hey, you know what? I remember that one time when we was over there doing such and such, and then blah, 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 blah.
Get it.
It's not Michael Landon. It's Michael Landis.
Michael
Landis. I remember
Landis.
they tried to bring
Michael
it back.
Landon
It just didn't work.
Is Highway to Heaven.
Highway to Heaven. Is the Highway to Heaven that come on NBC, didn't it?
I can't remember.
I think it was.
I just remember I was little watching this show.
Yeah.
And with Little House on the Prairie.
Because he died early though, didn't he?
John Landis.
It's John Landis.
It's John Landis.
See, yeah, we getting.
I need a nap.
We getting all the names.
We are recording. This
don't know.
We are sitting out today. We done called everybody something else. There was a post the other day. It was like things like that your mama called something that is always wrong.
Mm-hmm.
Like and just don't care and like because she just gonna call it what she want to call it. And that's it. And I done called this director everything but his name. But I got there in the end. I knew who he was. I got there in the end.
But yeah, I mean, Coming to America probably wouldn't have happened if they like had to change up the
So how
whoever
did
it
he
was.
save it? Like, what is he?
So yeah, so Arsenio Hall basically had to go to Eddie, and they got high and drunk or whatever. Eddie don't get drunk and high though, but it was the first time he did.
Yeah.
And he was basically like, "Man, we got to finish this shit, right?" And he was like,
Yeah, because they was halfway
it.
done with the movie.
Yeah. He was like, "Fuck it, we'll do this shit though," because they got into a physical fight.
Yeah, he choked.
Yeah,
choked
Eddie
him out.
choked out the director.
Yeah.
Yeah, they got into like a physical altercation. So this wasn't just no, we arguing. This is like,
this movie's done. I'm over.
yeah.
Mm.
It was like, if he's on this still, I'm not working on it. And then they said the studio was like, "Hey, Arsenio, can you go get Eddie, please? We got money invested in this.
He's the only one on set that could talk to him.
Mhm.
Somebody help do something.
He's your friend, right? You guys hang out together." And he went back because you got that budget was $30 million in 1988 for a comedy. This ain't no action movie. It's a comedy that's $30
all
million.
black cash.
Yeah. So you got to think how much that budget is. They wouldn't. They was like, we got to finish this. And that was, I believe, it was Paramount too.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
We got. Can somebody go get him? Because we got to finish this film. So yeah, it was
This was what, 88, 87?
80,
88?
yeah, well, it was filmed in 88, 87,
Yeah.
come out 88. So, and it's if you just think about Eddie Murphy, man, dude, Eddie Murphy's run was stupid. From 80 to 92.
Because Nutty Professor was considered a comeback, kind of.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it was 96.
96?
Yeah.
Yep. After the Vampire Brooklyn.
Brooklyn and Distinguished Gentleman.
Ah, yeah.
Yeah. He wasn't doing too good.
Yeah, because
but-
Metro was after that.
Metro's out
Yeah.
there. Metro. Oh gosh,
But yeah,
man.
no, watching his AFI tribute, it's kind of like one of those, but seeing people talk about it.
More to you.
No,
You take it off me more to this whole.
I'm not gonna hold this thing. I'm gonna drop it.
There you
So
go.
what's funny is like we were talking about my volume, and then now that I'm aware of it, I lowered my volume.
That's not what I needed you to do.
I know, not at all whatsoever. So we did sound check everybody, and it was like I don't even need to project. I don't even need the microphone because I was that loud. And now that I'm aware of it, I have lowered my tone. So that's what we are. But no, watching that AFI tribute, like I said, you've seen the career, you've watched it. We've literally been watching this man as we've grown up. But to be there or to watch it then and see other people talking about it or just kind of really see that trajectory, it's like, man, he really was out here doing stuff. And then it's the idea of that he's never auditioned for a movie.
Yeah.
Man, that's crazy to think about that.
That's crazy. He's never auditioned for
He's
a movie.
never auditioned for a movie.
He's this young black man from New York and from what part of Brooklyn he's from? But Brooklyn. And by 17, 18 years old, he's on Saturday Night. He's on Saturday Night Live,
And like
then
19, 18,
and then
19.
like 18, 19 years old, and then he's calling shots, and he's in what was the first one? 48 Hours, and then Beverly Hills Cop, and again, even with Beverly Hills Cop, or it was the idea of what do they say in every other movie that there's been the black and white cop thing, right? The
buddy cop.
Yeah, the buddy cop
the
thing
Sidney
or whatever,
Poitier
right? Or the Sidney Poitier, whatever. Even like in the heat of the night or whatever. All of those. It's just the black cop is begging for respect, like hoping to get somebody to respect him. And with Beverly Hills Cop, like, nah, he's walking in punching niggas. So like, nah, I'm not begging you for respect. So that's, and again, I never thought of it that way.
Yeah, you got, man. He did 48 Hours, then Trading Places, Beverly Hills Cop, The Golden Child, Beverly Hills Cop 2, Eddie Murphy Raw, Coming to America, Harlem Nights, another 48 Hours, Boomerang, and that's all from 82 to 92.
Yep, 10-year run.
10-year run, and those are hits. All of them are hits. And then we got Distinguished Gentleman after that, and it's like, then Beverly Hills Cop 3.
I forgot about that. I
When
forgot about Beverly
it was at the
Hills.
it was at a amusement park.
Yeah, I forgot about that one.
And then Vampire in Brooklyn, then Nutty Professor in 96. And then he said, you know what? I'm finna do children's movies.
Yeah.
And he did Mulan, Dr. Doolittle, Bowfinger, which wasn't, that was an off.
PJs.
Yep. Nutty Professor 2, PJs, Shrek, Dr. Doolittle 2, Adventures of Pluto Nash, which was probably his worst one.
Yeah, he don't even like talking about that.
Yeah, he don't even talk about that
He's
one.
just like, yeah, nah, just
Daddy daycare, and then on and on.
yeah.
Like,
He had some crap, but either way, at that point, he didn't need the money. You can just do what you want to do with that.
yeah,
at
he
this
said he want to do
point.
something for his kids could see him or something like that. He was saying.
I can get that too.
Yeah, but my kids don't need to see me doing no Pluto Nash. That's for sure. I'm sure his kids was like, Daddy, you didn't have to do that Pluto Nash. That wasn't for us. That must have been for a check.
Yeah, if you want them braces, you got to.
Ain't they bringing out another Shrek this year?
Of course, yeah, they probably.
I know it's Toy Story 5 come out like this weekend, I think.
And it's gonna be packed.
Wait, is Juneteenth and Father's Day this weekend? Did I miss Father's Day?
No, it's this weekend, 21st.
Juneteenth is the
Hey,
19th.
look,
Father's Day is the 21st.
Hey, low key, I forgot it was Father's Day too myself, and because ain't nobody around here been talking about it.
Hey, this cool ass Scott from the I Love 90s Music Podcast. Hit that subscribe button right now. Like it on the SOLC Network. You finna get all the real deal on the 90s, the 2000s, and the splash of that 80s. Do it right now, man, and I'll be your friend.